You know, it's a funny thing that doesn't seem that long ago that I was a teenager going out with fake ID, staying out for days, being around salacious ladies and being impressed with the wrong company. People I cross the road from now, literally. But as I'm sat here, so I've just finished work on the night, come in, have a shower, put the wife's pyjamas on, and start my other job, which is typing. But I always just take a moment to, there's a point to this. So the contrast between that young kid doing, so many regrets, so many, being around, being involved, taking substances and all the rest of that nonsense. And then in the blink of an eye, sat here with pyjamas on, with dogs and cats on. And what I find really captivating is I go out and I fill the bed bath up, and I put bed seed on the table, and then I'll do the washing up and I'll watch, and I'll be mesmerised watching the beds. Now, if I would have met me, if I'd have met me from 17 to 23, I'd have been like, I'd have just been like, really? Because I thought that life was normal. I thought being hungover 2 or 3 times a week was normal. And it's a shame in life that we have to almost destroy ourselves to discover ourselves. And rarely even drink these days, actually. But yeah, straight up, I do sit here, I finish work, and I come in, and before I do my other job, which is typing, or I'll interview someone or whatever, I'll sit here and I watch, I feed birds, and I'll give them a drink, or watch nature, watch the bushes, watch the flowers. My hair's really long, it's getting long. I just had fringes off it as well. It's all in my mouth. Going back to the Afro look, it was getting a bit ridiculous. People were like, why are you walking about with a ponytail? And I'm like, I didn't mean to. I just can't be bothered cutting my hair. Yeah, that's another thing. You just kind of let yourself go, almost. Years ago, if I'd have had a spot, I wouldn't have left the house without some kind of foundation on or something like. And I'm just watching the birds now, coming out of the house. And then I got a hedge trimmer the other day. The wife bought me, you know what I mean? It's like another thing. People buy you presents like a hedge trimmer, for God's sake. But then I'm start thinking, I can't wait to cut the bush. But then I'm thinking, what if I destroy the birds' houses? So I've become totally oblivious to the fact I've become like one of them blokes that not joke because I'm too polite and respectful, but I would have sat with my mates and listened to somebody like me now, just in amazement. But straight up, I was like watching a few things on YouTube last night, documentaries and bits, and I watched a documentary which 20 regrets people have on the deathbed, hospice, and I wish I hadn't cared what they think. I wish I hadn't had basically people on the deathbed talking, and it's funny, isn't it? You just I'm only 44. I know I don't look it, But I used to look at people my age when I was 17, 18, 19, because I always had a mouth for me. I was like really mouthy. And I'd always that's probably why I got myself into so much punch-ups and fights when I was young. But I would, I'd look at people my age and I think they were born that age. Like, seriously, just being like, but as the years go by and the middle age spread comes on and the greys start coming, like this Great Fire of London in 1666, and you start to appreciate life and you start to think, hang on a minute, we aren't actually here that long. We're only here for a few short decades. And I get it now, I get it. As I said, for God's sake, I'm sat in the garden watching birds bath and drink, and then I'll go up and fill his bath up, and I'm all I saying to the birds, "You're all right there, mate?" And I'm watching them fight their way out. And it's funny, isn't it? Because I'd never thought I would have been like that. But in the blink of an eye, life comes 360, and you become a better people. Because it's experience, isn't it? You can't be the same stupid person. Oscar Wilde said, "Youth is wasted on the young." And I cringe. A lot of the things I did when I was 21, 22 keep me awake at night. Addictions and bad behaviour and that, and just since I've become 40, last couple of years, I'm with a lot of guilt. I don't know whether yous are like that, and I almost kind of start worrying about getting old. I don't know whether any of yous are like that, but then again, it's a privilege denied to many. I've lost, I suppose everyone has. You've lost a few friends, and somebody, they never got the privilege to go grey or go bald, perish the thought. But I don't know, just but yeah, I'm going to continue bird watching. And I interviewed Matchroom's Barry Hearn the other day for 27 minutes, so I'm going to type that up. Should probably be about 7-8 pages. But yeah, that job, I do get to speak to some and meet some really interesting people. From all walks in life. Yeah, always really interested to listen to people's stories in life. But anyway, I'm going to continue my bird watching, and so I'm in London very soon, and I admit a lot of it mainly I'm going to be, so I'm there for interviews, for books basically, and to meet people, but I will do a lot of the filming. I'm there for like 5 days, so I will be using my other channel, but I will put some on here, but not so much as, every time I go, I always probably do about 70 little videos and that, but they'll be predominantly on the other channel, but I will put some on here. Yeah, London is a city of many multicultures, religions, and as I've said it loads of times, when a man is tired of London, he gets tired of life. It's the only city in Britain that I won't put headphones in, because I'm too curious. So I like to watch what Bill the Baker's doing, or Jaime, the Jewish gentleman down the road, or Ahmed on Whitechapel Road, on Whitechapel High Street, on the market. And yeah, I like to observe, I like to watch and take it in. Where normally, if I'm in Middlesbrough or Glasgow or something, I just stick my headphones on and I'll listen to Chris Rea or Morrissey or something. Anyway, I will leave you with a quote, what Jim Morrison said. And it was, none of us are getting out of this life alive, no matter what you do. Captivated by them birds, just amazing creatures. Did you know the bumblebee is designed not to fly? Everything about it shouldn't fly, but it does. And I haven't been smoking anything this morning. This is how I'm getting in life, you know. And as I said, I would have looked at me 25 years ago, like, "Here, lads, come and sit down with this fella," and I would have entertained the young Jamie. But yeah. Anyway, have a wonderful day, and yeah, I will be putting some London videos on in September.